Hello everyone, it's Short from your boy Jet Black the One Only here with another exciting live stream. Today is December 2nd, 2019, Monday, streaming at 7:58 p.m. Central Daylight Time from Huntsville, Alabama. Today I'm going to be talking about my day-to-day and playing some Dueling Nexus, some Dueling Nexus. I had a fun day at work. I really enjoy my job. I make cybersecurity tools. I've been working on trying to add, well, not add, but finish adding all the functionality to a project that I've been working on. Wish me the best of luck. Wish me the best of luck on that. I was able to solve one bug that I had in the program that I was making, but there was another bug, so I'm trying to get past all of these bugs and turn in a functional project by the end of the week. I believe in me. I hope you guys believe in me as well. But anyways, I'm excited to play Yu-Gi-Oh with you all tonight and have a fun time doing so. Also, my girlfriend and I have been reading comics together and making up stories, which is wonderful. And I got a PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus subscription for a year. So now I'll be able to play PlayStation Now games, but sadly, I can't stream them. It's something about how PlayStation works, but they don't let you actually stream or record video clips of PlayStation Now games. So thought I could, but I can't, which sucks, but whatever. But I will be able to use PlayStation Plus to play online with you guys for certain PlayStation Now games. So that's still something we could do. I just wouldn't be able to stream it, but we could play those games together if you guys had those games and I had those games. But anyways, let's look at who popped into the live chat and greet everybody. Yo, Kratos, Jason the Best, and Ryan, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Doing a question for your boy and doing any discussion topics that you like to talk about on the stream. Kratos said first, so Kratos, I'll add you to the dual queue. Let's see. Ryan said add me to the queue. I will add him to the queue as well. Ryan says he's been adding more manga cards, probably to Dueling Book custom cards, I'd imagine. Jason the Best said hi, shout me out. Yo, Jason the Best, welcome. Good to have you. He said hello, you're the best YouTuber. Oh, thank you for the compliment, truly appreciate it. Rocky Ford said, hi there. He says that he's doing good. That's great to hear. And he said, have I played Kingdom Hearts? And then he said, not Jing. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3. Sorry. And then it said, not Jing. So I have not played Kingdom Hearts 3. Um, I'm curious if there are any Kingdom Hearts games on PlayStation Now. I don't think 3 would be, but maybe like 1 or 2. I wouldn't be surprised if they were on there. Oh, and then he corrected not Jing to nothing. Yeah. Let's see. Let me post the duel room link into the live chat. That way you guys will be able to duel your boy. Ooh, I made a shitty deck the other day. It's not very good at all. So I am going to play with that tonight and see what happens. I played this deck against Ryan, and I didn't like it at all. Don't worry, Izanagi, I've added you to the dual queue. You are now in the third spot. Kratos said Kingdom Hearts is my favorite franchise ever. I'm glad that you vibe with Kingdom Hearts. You told me that before in the past. Kratos said, are you playing mine? Yes, sir. I am playing Mystic Mine. How'd you know? Izanagi said he always plays mine. That's very true. I do. Let's see. Rocky Ford said, I misspelled nothing. I am aware. Let's see. This hand is interesting. Izanagi said, do you run MST? Mystical Space Typhoon. And then he said, Kratos. And then Kratos said, kinda. Which isn't really an answer. Does kinda mean like you run like one? Does kinda mean that you run like two? If you run two, I don't even think it's kinda. You're essentially just running it. Izanagi said, then you're fine. You're good. You got it. So Kratos has his pendulum scales up. He's got pendulum magicians going. I imagine he might be planning to go into Zark. Is this a Zark deck? We getting Zark in the house? Izanagi said, Jet, can you record PS4 with capture card? Ooh, I do not want any additionals for my PS4 streaming. I bought a PS4 rather than an Xbox One because it has streaming built into the device. Let's see. Rocky Ford said, like I said, Tekken 7 is basically Tekken cross Street Fighter, cross King of Fighters, cross Final Fantasy, cross The Walking Dead. I mean, while it has characters from each of those franchises in it, it's not like it has like 7 from each of those things. It's mainly Tekken with like a Street Fighter character, and isn't there only one King of Fighters character in it? And then one Final Fantasy and one Walking Dead character. Izanagi said, I mean, being able to stream PS4 Now stuff is a good incentive for it. And then it cut off, but I imagine he was saying for getting a capture card. No, I've just never wanted to get extra stuff for streaming. You know what I mean? Like, I bought a PS4 because it can stream stuff. So that's why I use that. I would have gotten like an Xbox One probably if I didn't care about streaming. I've had mainly Sony consoles throughout like my life, um, and I did have an Xbox and an Xbox 360, but I grew up with like PS2 and PS3. Well, I grew up with both. I see. It's technically like a tie. It's not a tie actually, because I had a PSP. I had a PSP 3000. So I've been mainly Sony, but I did have like a good bit of like Xbox exposure and played a lot of Xbox games. So when it was finally time for me to buy my own console, because I think no, I've bought a Nintendo 64, but the first like current gen console I ever bought myself was the PS4 that I have, and I was kind of torn between Xbox and PS4 because I thought Game Pass actually was pretty solid. And I still think, compared to PlayStation Now, that Game Pass is probably like better because you can get brand new games from it. Like if I just wanted to buy a console for playing video games and not for streaming, Xbox One. I bought the PlayStation 4 because it can stream by itself. Oh yeah, let's see. Kratos said, Nick, they banned Double Iris Magician, which obliterated Zark decks. Really? And Zark wasn't even the reason it was banned. Interesting. Was it banned due to stuff like Starving Venom? Then Rocky Forge said, I really hope Double Iris comes back. If Double Iris does come back, mm, will it allow for shenanigans? Like, why'd they get rid of it in the first place? Kratos said, Nick, Nexus kicked me out. We gotta restart. Well, don't worry, Kratos. Oh, I forgot. I gotta send you the link. Rocky Ford said, can I duel you next? I'll add you to the duel queue. You'll be after Izanagi. Hold on, Ryan. Hold on, Ryan. Let's try and finish up the thing with Kratos. Kratos got in a weird situation where his thing got shut out. I was on the fence about saying, well, we'll get back to Kratos later, or letting him go this time around. Uh, but I guess we'll try again. If it fails again, Kratos, we're just gonna go to the next person, because we only have so much time to do it. Izanagi said, sorry if this is prying, but how are things with Matt? So, I was talking with my girlfriend the other day, and I was like, hey, you know, I've been thinking about it, and I can definitely see why Matt has been feeling like kind of weird about like the hangouts. And then Beth and I, after discussing it for a bit more, was like, you know what? I do feel like I've like messed up in a few different places, and I want to apologize to Matt and like end like the drama and make it where we can just all have a good time and be like friends. And I was like, yeah, I feel like that'd be cool, and I feel like we can just all be friends. It doesn't have to be weird. And then Beth sends her apology to Matt using my phone via like a text, and then Matt comes back and he insults Beth, and then he gives me like a long thing about how he feels like our friendship has kind of been like downhill, and then he kind of sets up like this semi ultimatum where he's like, either find a time where me and you can hang out, or uh, break up with your girlfriend so that we can hang out, kind of thing. So I was like, well, I'm down to find a time. I've been wanting to hang out with Matt. It's just scheduling's weird because he works every Sunday, and Sunday's the only day other than Friday where I'm actually able to like hang out with friends because I work throughout the week. So I was like, "Do you work every Sunday?" And he's like, "I work every Sunday." I'm like, "Well, I don't really have like much more time other than that." Um, hmm. Secret Village of the Spellcasters. If you control a spellcaster monster, your opponent cannot activate spell cards. Hmm. Not bad. Excuse me. Hmm. Hmm. Trying to figure out if I have any way around this at all. I think the answer right now, at least for this turn, is nah. In phase, in turn. This is interesting. Kratos said my Dragon Pit Magician is what I meant by kinda MST. Then Izanagi said, why would Matt insult Beth? Hmm. One moment, Izanagi. Let me get through some of this live chat. Ryan said, rip Matt. Kratos said, what they did to Zark is like if they banned Apex Avian at the time Flaming Wingman was played. Apex, who's Apex Avian? Ryan said, sweet prince. Rocky Ford said, I said Akuma is from Street Fighter, Geese Howard is from The King of Fighters, Noctis is from Final Fantasy, and Negan is from Walking Dead. I'm aware. Yo, Sam White! Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Then Kratos said, oops, I just meant avian. Elemental avian. Yeah, okay. So it's essentially like getting rid of a necessary material for making that character. And then Ryan said, you mean E-Hero Avian. Blah, blah, blah. Rocky Ford said, what a great duel this is. Oh, I'm glad that you're vibing, Rocky Ford. What about this duel has got you hyped? Pretty much Kratos has a board. I do not have a board. That is the current state of the duel. Mm. By the way, this apple juice is good. But anyways, Izanagi asked, why would Matt insult Beth? Well, Matt didn't really include too many reasons for his like insults. Like he didn't include like specific examples of anything. So he more or less did like a little bit of like, oh, Beth's this and Beth's that, and then but he didn't give specifics. So, eh? You know what I mean? It's nothing that can really be like debated or fully discussed because not enough was said, if that makes sense. Right now it's a tie game. Bum, 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 bum. Rocky Ford said, Nick, do you still collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards? So I actually bought um, a Speed Duel starter set that comes with like 3 Speed Duel decks so that Beth could get a taste of what Yu-Gi-Oh's like so I could try to get Beth into Yu-Gi-Oh! And she liked it. We played multiple games. She has like a Harpies deck, and I have like a Kaiba deck, and we faced off against each other. And now, she's considering getting into Duel Links because I'm like, Duel Links is just this, but on your phone. So hopefully, Beth is gonna get more and more into Yu-Gi-Oh, and start vibing with like Yu-Gi-Oh stuff more. We even read a chapter of the new Yu-Gi-Oh manga, which is based on like deck building. So I'm hoping she'll get more into Yu-Gi-Oh, and that we can start playing Yu-Gi-Oh together and talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. Sam White said, "Apple juice." It is though. It's like Kroger brand. It couldn't be Kroger, is it? It's probably like Great Value brand, but the bottle looked nice. It had a nice design to it. Then Ryan said, "Oh no, Speed Duel." Rocky Ford said, "That's Yugi, Mai, Ishizu, Pegasus, Seto, and Joey." So Beth was using the Mai deck, and I was using the Kaiba deck. Oh, wait a minute. Is Kaiba like. Is Ishizu Kaiba? Let's see. Kevin said, "Hey Jet. Hey Jet and chat, happy late Thanksgiving. How did yours go?" Excuse me. I enjoyed Thanksgiving. I thought it was rather fun. I went to Beth's for Thanksgiving and ate with her family. Definitely a solid time. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. I did a community tab post for Thanksgiving rather than like a proper video or anything. Izanagi said, "You said that Matt thought your friendship was on decay. Do you go into detail about that? I just find it unfortunate that your friendship isn't working out." So he mentioned that he felt like it was on decay since before ChargerCon. ChargerCon was a convention at our local university where there's a gaming tournament, and Matt wanted me to lend him a controller, and I was like, "Nah, because you already said you weren't going to compete in this tournament. I specifically was trying to enter this tournament so that I wouldn't face off against any of my friends, because me and my friends play fighting games all the time, and it's very rare that I get to face off against people who don't regularly see my play style. So I wanted to be able to like play the game against like fresh people. So it was a thing where it's like if he was going to be in the tournament, I wouldn't be in the tournament, but I made sure to check with him first before I entered to make sure he wasn't in the tournament. And then after I entered, he was like, "Yo, can I get a controller so I can get in the tournament?" So I'm like, you know what I mean? Also, it was a thing where I had arrived and I had forgotten to bring my controller, right? So I'd forgotten to bring my controller, and they're like, "Hey, you need a controller." So I hadn't signed up yet. So I was like, "Oh, I gotta go back and get my controller." And if Matt had at that time said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna enter the tournament," when I went back to get my controller, I would have just gotten it for Matt and then not entered the tournament. But at that time, when Matt knew I was going back to get a controller, he didn't say anything about it. So then I went back, got the controller, turned the controller in, like signed up for the tournament, and then it was just kind of weird. It was a very weird situation because from then on, by the way, GG Kratos. Kratos is just gonna win. Uh, well, yeah, Kratos is gonna win regardless of what I do. I set a monster face down. But anyways, long story short, uh, Izanagi, Izanagi asked, "Wait, why would you only want one or the other competing in the tournament?" Then Kratos said, "You fool! I need not to attack." Okay, Kratos is about to do something special. Do 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 do. Ooh, is he burning me? What is he using to burn me? Let's see. You can destroy as many special summon effect monsters on the field as possible with attack less than or equal to this card's, then inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. Nice. Alright. Also, real quick, let me read a little bit of live chat. Ryan said, "When are you going to Turbo Duel?" So what is Turbo Dueling? Rocky Ford said, "Seto Kaiba is Yami Yugi's rival." Great. I'm aware of that. Is Ishizu the same as Kaiba? That's what I was asking. Let's see. Oh, Kratos. Hmm. I bet you didn't see this coming. I activate Pot of Extravagance. Yeah, Kratos. Yeah, look who doesn't have any spellcasters, Kratos. Yeah, yeah, you don't. You have none. You have no spellcasters. Ooh, ooh, I played Dark Room of Nightmare. Ooh, 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 Kratos, are you ready? I don't think you're ready. I activate Sky Striker Maneuver Afterburners. I'm gonna pop your Red Dragon Archfiend. It's just dead now. Go away. Go away. Get out of here. Get out of here. Goodbye. Goodbye to that card. No more. No more. I activate. Why? I see. I see. This is gonna be a little spicy. This is quite spicy. Oh man, I'm gonna set that card. Ooh, this is. I'm gonna activate Wave Motion Cannon. This might be a little too much spice. Hmm. Let's see. I'm going to special summon this boy, this Time Lord boy right here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Uh, Battle phase. Swing for nothing. Swing for 0. Main phase 2. Ooh, half that. Half in that attack. Not half in the attack, halving your life points to 1300. Ooh. This is too spicy. This is spicy as fuck. Kratos had like a almost guaranteed victory. He popped the wave motion cannon. Never have I oohed so often. So much oohing, so little time. Let's see. Rocky Ford said no. Ryan said Ishizu is Malik slash Merrick's older sister. Oh yeah. God of Destruction Broly said, "Hi, Daddy. Do I look like Paragus? How's your day? Do you have any questions for your boy? Any discussion topics that they talk about on the stream?" Ryan said, "With the Millennium Necklace." Uh, Kevin said, "My Thanksgiving was great. I didn't have to work and spent time with my family, not cousins and stuff, just the family at our house. So didn't have to leave. The house was a plus." Let's see. Ryan said, "Ooh," quoting Jet. And then he said, "Ooh," also quoting Jet. Also, man, that was a close game. Hashtag GG, hashtag good game, hashtag handshake. Kratos was able to pull the W out in the end. Next up, I'll be facing off against Ryan. Ding, 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 ding. Let me post the URL in the live chat. Dun 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 dun. Oh wait, yeah, I guess Ryan did beat Izanagi to the punch. Yeah, it would be Ryan. Let's see. Kevin said, since if there was other family over or if we went to their house, there will be most likely be drama. Not sure if others have experiences like that or not. Oh, I missed part of what Kevin said, I think. Wait, no. I read that. He said his Thanksgiving was great. He didn't have to work. He spent it with family. Not cousins and stuff, just the family in our house. Didn't leave the house was a plus because if there was other family over, there'd be drama. Yeah, there are things like that in other people's families. Rocky Ford said, "My turn." Rocky Ford, you're gonna be after Izanagi. So the queue right now is Kratos, Ryan, Izanagi, Rocky Ford. Right now we're on Ryan's turn. Next up is Izanagi, and then next turn is Rocky Ford. Kratos said, I actually had the perfect counter to your deck because Time Lords protect from destruction, but purple poison sends to the graveyard, not just destroys. Ooh, pretty sneaky, sis. If I had played one spell before I had played Sky Striker Maneuver Afterburners, I could have not only destroyed your monster, but your spellcaster's village, which probably would have helped me in the long run. Or one of your pendulum scales. But village probably. I mean, did village really matter in the end? Village, if anything, kind of helped me a little bit. I don't know. Anyways, no, I don't think it did. It would have probably been better to maybe pop a scale. I don't know. Kratos said, that's how I got that W in that turn. Because you popped the Time Lord. Then Kratos said, nah, the scale would have won you the game if you popped it. Either scale. Ooh. Yeah, I should have played one more spell card. The only reason why Afterburner couldn't have popped one of your spells is because I played it before I had 3 spells on my graveyard, but I had another spell that I just could have played before that that would have solved that problem. Rip. 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 Rip, rip. Kratos said I needed both of them to pull off that W turn. Village did absolutely nothing for me that last turn. Yeah. I should have popped the skill. Should have popped that skill. Should have pumped that skill. Should have popped that skill. Wow, my boy Ryan has a lot of cards on field. I'm going to set a card face down on my field. Then I am going to summon Planet Pathfinder, activate its effect, tribute it. Activate Poison of the Old Man. Dun 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 dun. Activate Tremendous Fire. Let's see. Activate Sky Striker Maneuver Afterburners. Targeting Mighty Master of Magic. And that doesn't work. Let's see. I can't do that for some reason. Oh, I know why I can't do that. Wonk wonk. Wonk 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 wonk. Rocky Ford said, Nickabenson, who is your favorite character from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? Hmm. 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 I watched all of season 1 of GX. Um, I thought it was interesting that Chaz wasn't just like a Kaiba clone. I thought he more or less was gonna be like, I'm just more or less Kaiba, but his moments with the Ojamas, where he kind of has to embrace his humility a little bit, I actually like. Um, and Chaz overall isn't even really like a bad guy, so I actually really like Chaz, believe it or not. Kevin said, Jet, do you think there should be more support to life gain decks in Yu-Gi-Oh? Like for example, if you gain a certain amount of life to win the game, and or you burn the enemy's life points of life gain. So I do think it would be nice to have a win con, where if your life points hit like 16,000 or something like really stupid, you win the game. I think that would be nice. Um, Also, I just took the L. Hashtag GG, hashtag good game, hashtag handshake. Like, if you literally had double the amount of life that you're supposed to start with, you won the game, I think that would be, like, a very interesting win con. Now, burning for the amount of life that you gain, like the exact equivalent, might be a little too strong because there are some interesting ways in Yu-Gi-Oh! For you to gain a lot of life at once, which normally doesn't matter because they don't, it doesn't normally directly translate into equivalent burn, but I think once it became equivalent burn, it might get a little gross. um, Ryan got that W. Next up is Izanagi. Let's see. Kratos said mine was a Neospacian Dolphin, lol. And he said, to be fair, if your life points reach a stupid high amount, you probably win the game anyways, unless you deck yourself out. Well, I mean, if you have like stupid high life, I've never tried, or I can't say I've never tried. Have I ever done a life gain stall deck where the idea is I'm trying to stall my opponent out and half of my deck is just bolstering my life and the other half of my deck is preventing my opponent from hitting me? That's interesting because the life gain is actually just more stall. Hmm. I don't know how to feel about that actually. After this duel against Izanagi, I'll try that and see if I like it. Also, is Izanagi playing Sky Strikers? Dun 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 dun. Oh snap! Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Let's see how this goes. This is interesting. Bum 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 bum. But I think Life Gain Stall isn't going to be very good, but I'll try it. I can actually still run Cauldron of the Old Man in that. I can. That card wouldn't have to go anywhere. Kratos said, Nick, try playing Soul Absorption in a 60 card Grin Manju deck. There's actually a Spell Absorption card that I think would work really well in a Life Gain Stall deck. Because for every spell I'd play, I'd earn 500 life points. And then I'd be playing a bunch of spells throughout the whole game for life gain. So I'm going to activate Dark Room of Nightmare. I'm going to activate a second Dark Room of Nightmare. Okay, now I'm going to activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Then I'm going to activate Poison of the Old Man. Then I'm going to activate Cauldron again. Bump, bump. Okay, I already have you down to 5,700. I activate Wave Motion Cannon. In phase in turn. All my stall is gone. The only thing I could have done, uh, yeah, I didn't have any stall. I didn't have any stall on me. Let's see. Kratos said, I've gone up to 30,000 plus life points with that deck. Whew. That's pretty good. Rocky Fort said, is Winslow still with you? So Aiden currently lives in a different part of town. So he's about like 20 minutes away. He used to live like 8 minutes away. So Winslow and I still hang out, but we haven't hung out as regularly as of recent. Mainly because like a couple weeks ago, I was like, I'm gonna take a lazy day rather than do like a hangout. Like we planned to do a hangout that Sunday, but by the time that it seemed like, oh, we might be able to get something together, I was like, it's just kind of too much time has passed in the day. I don't want to really leave home. I have family over. I'm probably just gonna write and like chill out and hang out with family, which is what I did, and I had a fun time. And then past weekend, um, Aiden was out of town for the holidays, which makes sense. And I used that Sunday to go bowling with family. It ended up being another family day thing. Well, I went bowling and I hung out with my mom to celebrate Thanksgiving with my mom a little late. Let's see. Kevin said, "Don't aromages, I believe it's aromages. Don't aromages or however you spell still lose even with ridiculous amounts of life points?" Yes, yes, they would still lose. Uh, because I don't think they have a win con that just says they gain. I mean that they win if they get enough. But that would actually be a pretty good archetype to have that kind of ability. You know, it would be nice if they could do that. Let's see. Ryan said, "I've been to Aiden's house. There's a video of you and Aiden at his house." Ryan said, not Ryan. Kratos said, "Soul Absorption gives you 500 life points every time you banish a card. So one pot of desires gives you 5,000 life points and 2 cards. Then Gizmek whatever is another 13 banished cards, etc. And Grin Manju's attack becomes 800 times the number of banished cards. So your attack is hella high and your life points are hella high. Well, Grin Manju is like a good way of getting those life points. And the attack, but the attack is probably what's going to earn you the victory. But you're right, because of cards like that, it probably wouldn't be a good idea to have a you win the game if your life points are this high. If your life points only needed to be like 16,000, it would need to be a lot higher than that. Let's see. Ryan said Ebon's Sun can get you to ridiculously high life points. What does Ebon's Sun do? Kratos said, but it's built-in stall, like you said. Uh, I do agree that high life points can help you stall. Because of the fact that, like, you're technically always protecting yourself in a way if half your deck is stall and half your deck is life gain. But we'll see how this goes. Also, I'm very curious to see what Izanagi's current plan is. Like, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish. Oh, he got MST. He used it to pop Wave Motion Cannon. Not a bad flex. Not necessarily the best flex. Kratos said, "I'll show you." And he said, "Oh yeah, also Golden Castle of Stromberg." And then Kratos said, "Read that right now." I already know what Golden Castle of Stromberg does. I've played it in decks before. Um, in some ways, it's like a worse slash better Dark Sanctuary, but it also facilitates for interesting plays with the other fairy tale cards. Speaking of fairy tales, I've been getting more and more into fairy tales and folk tales. I've learned recently that I really like narration heavy stories, which might explain why I like classic comics, because they're very narration heavy, and also why I had a second explanation, like a second thing that I realized I liked based off of that. Hmm. It'll come to me at some point. Do 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 do. Turn up. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Kratos said it's only worse in decks that don't like banishing cards. Understandable. Uh, Ryan said Grin Manju Daiza is 400 times banish card. Okay. Bum, bum. Uh, Kevin said can't affect Veiler and hand traps counter that pretty easy, so its attack won't be high at all. Um, if you get it, I think you're right. Like, I think you're correct with the effect Veiler thing. I'd have to look up what effect Veiler does. Kratos said, my bad, still really high. Ryan said, Ebon's Sun is a continuous spell. Each time a monster is destroyed, you will gain the amount of its attack in life points. Each time a monster is summoned from your graveyard, you will gain 1,000 attack points. What? A monster is destroyed, you gain its attack in life. And each time a monster is summoned from your graveyard, it gains 1,000 attack. That seems interesting. Jordan Dowse said, all Yu-Gi-Oh! Yo ass. Yo, Jordan, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? I'll add you to the dual queue. Kratos said, effect veiler, yes. Then Jordan said, so funny, kid, much respect. I'd offer you a job for reading jokes to kids. You got a future. And then he said, jam gang for life. I don't know what that means. Kratos said, but it has to be something that blanket negates, not that it negates the activation, because Grin Madru doesn't activate. Let's see. Hmm. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do something else that's a little bit safer? We're going to go that other route right now. I'm going to have Mystic Mine and Dark Snake Syndrome on field. Jordan then says that he's a sweet boy. Is that because you're in the jam? Let's see. Kratos said, so like Skill Drain will negate Grin Manju, but Crystal Wing won't. Let's see. And then Jordan said, is this the place where we find wife? Where we find wife. Um, if you're looking for someone that you're interested in marrying, I would highly recommend getting into like the dating scene. Jordan said, dating? What is that? It's worth a Google if you haven't heard of it. Jordan said, are you dating? I currently have a girlfriend. Which is one thing that I think is weird about the English language is that we have the word dating and we use it in multiple ways, but it means different things. Like, I don't like that boyfriend and girlfriend means dating, but also going on dates is also dating. I think that's kind of lame. Because I feel like that confuses people. Like my friend Matt, I think he's confused by the concept of you're dating someone by you're going on dates with them, but you also have like boyfriend and girlfriend dates because a lot like it's the same thing, but it's really different. Uh, but I think that confusion only comes from the words essentially sounding the same. Ryan said use courting or going steady. I've heard courting also be used for like sex though. Do 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 do. So I feel like that could also be misconstrued. Like not even dating. Courting, be involved with romantically, typically with the intention of marrying. Actually, yeah, you're fine. That's totally fine. Is there any other meaning where it just means sex? Because I hear people say that sometimes. So, other definitions of a male bird or other animal trying to attract a mate pay special attention to someone in an attempt to win support or favor. Go to great lengths to win favorable attention, risk incurring misfortune because of the way one behaves. Interesting. Yeah, I think I hear courting sometimes used for the go to great lengths to win favorable attention, but that favorable attention in particular is like the puss. So a lot of times that's how I end up hearing courting used. Let's see. Jordan asked, "Are you Mexican?" I am not. And then he said, "Are you a meme?" Probably. Ryan said, "I already read what Ryan said." Kratos said, "I agree completely, Nick." Then Jordan said, "Sec? What is sec?" Is that a word actually? SEK? It was like, do you mean seek? SEK is the currency code for the Swedish krona, the currency for Sweden. The more you learn, learning stuff. I'm gonna burn you. You're now down to 3,200 life points. Okay, and then I'm going to summon Mishion, the Time Lord. Attack. Enter my main phase 2. You now only have 1,600 life points to your name. In phase in turn. Let's see. Jordan said Seki time. Time to make that Swedish money. So Winslow sent me a thing about the universe possibly being finite. What? Because I think the universe is infinite. Let's see. So 2 weeks ago, there was a big thing, apparently on space.com that I didn't see. Kevin said, I am depressed. I was fooled. Someone messaged me last night on Discord like a friend of a friend. I thought he liked me, but thanks to a friend, I found out he wasn't really into me and was drunk. And then Kevin said, life sucks. Everyone feels sad sometimes, Kevin. But that's okay. Um, all things come and go. So, you may feel sad now, but just know that sadness will fade into happiness. You know what I mean? So it won't feel that way forever. You won't feel that way forever. Let's see. Which is something I personally find comfort in whenever I feel sad. Let's see. You're just gonna. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Control fine on the space.com article. See if it says fine. I really don't like it when you try to use control F on an article and it acts like it never comes up, but it must come up because that's what the article's about. That always grinds my gears. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so now if I play this card, Izanagi will like almost die from it. But he won't fully die actually. Okay. Izanagi says that he wins. Dot dot dot. Do 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 do. Let's see. Ryan said that my dick is finite. Uh, Kratos said, whenever I'm upset, I think about it this way. Life is a pendulum. If there is no force active on the pendulum, it will swing back and forth forever. Kevin said, thanks, Jet. Sorry for ranting. Just need to get that off my chest so I can feel better. No problem. Anytime. Aha! So it claims that the word finite comes up 4 times in this article. But sadly, at least one of those times, it's in the comments. Excuse me. Let's see. Hmm. 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 I want something that straight up just talks about whether or not the universe is infinite or finite. That's my main thing that I want. Let's see. I'm curious to check out that video thing. Sorry about that, guys. Um, that Aiden sent. I mainly want to check it out for links in the description. I want to see if it references any pages. Huh. So Izanagi was able to make 2 attacks. But it was not enough. Izanagi is definitely playing with fire. I could potentially just win next turn. If I'm allowed to live long enough. Dun dun, dun dun, dun dun, dun dun. And within this light, a group of scientists have just found evidence of the limits of space, a clue that our universe may be actually, may be actually be. Why did they say it like that? They should have said, may actually be finite in size. Today on Spacetime Journal Club, we'll delve into the Nature of Astronomy paper, that just reported this. Planck evidence for a closed universe and a possible crisis for cosmology. Also, Izanagi, depending on what you have, you might have just won. I just drew a card that deals 1,000 damage to my opponent, but I can only use it if your life points are higher than 3,000, and they're not. You only have 300 life points. So I can't play this card. This card otherwise would have killed you. Izanagi said win. Gutenberg. Guten Tag. Let's see. This video was posted when? Today. This video was posted today by PBS Spacetime. And it said learn more at brilliant.org/spacetime. But that's just their YouTube channel link. Hashtag GG, hashtag a game, hashtag handshake. Okay, Izanagi hit me right in the jitters and got the W. Now it's time for your boy to try and make that deck the life point gain stall deck, which sounds bad. Sounds very bad. Excuse me. Okay, so let's go to, what was the last deck that I played? The deck that I just played. It was Time Lord Stall. We're going to copy Time. Nah, we shouldn't copy Time Lord Stall. We can copy a better stall than that. I mean, we really don't have to copy anything. I know all the stall cards now. 1.0 life gain stall. The thing that I don't know are all the life gain cards. I may need a little bit of help from you guys trying to figure all those out. We'll figure out all of those. That kind of works. But anyways, Culturally Old Man. I'm going to run that at 3. That's a pretty good life gain card. Spell Absorption, because I know I'm going to be playing a lot of spell cards in this. So let's get Spell Absorption in there. Let's see, Ryan said, whenever I am upset, I think about the end of capitalism. Let's see, that's Ryan for you. Let's see, life gain, life gain, life gain. What are some good continuous life gain cards in Yu-Gi-Oh? If you guys happen to have Google on your side, feel free to help me out as I try to build this deck up. And said or other things. Kevin said Ryan, lol. Let's see. So let me set it to continuous spell. Okay, Ryan says Solemn Wishes, but it's a trap. So that's every time you draw cards. Not the worst thing in the world. I'll keep it in mind and keep moving. Right now I'm thinking about spells. 7. When there are 3 face up on your side of the field, draw 3 cards from your deck, then destroy all 7 cards. When this card is sent directly from the field to the graveyard, you get 700. That's not very good. The life gain itself isn't continuous. Aroma gardening. Let's check that out. Kevin said, Ryan, fan of Soul Eater, I see. Then Kratos said, here's what I was trying to say earlier, but my YouTube messed up. Okay. I'm all eyes. If you normal or special summon an aroma monster, you gain 1,000 life points. Nah, I'm not. This is no monster life gain. Blessings of the Nile. Let's check that out. Each time a card is discarded from your hand to the graveyard by the effect of a card controlled by your opponent, increase your life points by 1,000. That's a very specific deck you're trying to play against. Child's Play. Like it's a movie. Okay, so Kratos said whenever he's upset, he thinks about it this way. Life is a pendulum. If there's no force active on the pendulum, it will swing back and forth forever. Same with life. If your life swings negative or bad in any way, it is a law of nature that it will swing back to positive and good. The only time it won't is if you hold on to the bad and keep everything in the bad side. And then Ryan said, yeah, the destruction of capitalism. Then Kratos said, but as soon as you let go of all the bad, it will swing good. Then you can happily hold on to all the good things in life. Sometimes something will cause you to lose your grip and it will swing bad. But if that happens, just don't hold on to the bad and it will swing back for you. One thing that I always talk to my girlfriend about is like hashtag keep moving forward. You know what I mean? It's about just continuing on and not like focusing or dwelling on like the negative stuff. Let's see, Child's Play. Each time your opponent summons a monster, gain 300 life points. Your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle while you have 10,000 or more life points. What? That's interesting. That's a nice, like, pro life point gain. Kratos said exactly. Ryan said, don't hold on to capitalism, just let it go. Ryan with the political memes. Dark contract with the entities. Let's see, something about special summoning DD monsters. I can't go for that. No. I said I can't go for that. No. Let's see, Dawn Thousand's Throne. Let's check that out. During each of your opponent's end phases, gain life points equal to the number of times you took battle damage this turn. X 500, so times 500. Okay. When a number monster you control is targeted for it, I don't care about any of that. You can send this card to, oh, again, don't care about that. Okay, cool. So this lets you gain life points based on damage taken, which is interesting, I guess. Because that one's like, oh, I got hit. Doesn't matter. Gain those life points. Get that money. Stack that bread. Okay, the Fountain in the Sky. Kratos said also the card I was talking about is Gizmek Orochi, the Serpentine Sky Slasher. Interesting. The Fountain in the Sky. When a light monster is destroyed by battle and sent to your graveyard, you can remove that monster from play to gain life points equal to its attack. No. Gingerbread House. Gingerbread House I've read about before. During your opponent's standby phase, you can have as many monsters they control as possible, gain 600 attack. Then destroy as many monsters they control as possible with 2,500 or more attack, and if you do, gain life points equal to the number of monsters destroyed times 500. The attack gain remains even if this card leaves the field. Okay? I might throw in some gingerbread house. Morale boost. Let's check that out. Dun, 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 dun. Each time a player equips an equipped spell card, increase the life points of the controller of that equipped spell card by 1,000 points. Each time an equipped spell card is removed from the field, the controller of that equipped spell card takes 1,000 damage. Weird. Do 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 do. So I ran out of continuous life gain. That's spell based. So now I'll start looking at stuff like traps. But it looks like we're running low on time, so I'm going to start doing my outro. Yo, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. Thank you all once again. This is your friend, your boy, Jet Black One Only, logging out. Peace. It is currently 8:59 Central Daylight Time. So we still technically have a minute, but not that much of a minute. Let's see. Kevin said, Ryan, I ship Maka and Death the Kid. Who do you ship in Soul Eater? Kratos said, Nick, I'm going to play Bad Reaction to Samochi on you, or Nurse Reficule. That would definitely be a direct counter to this. So, definitely make sure to do that when I play this deck. It just makes sense. But yeah, it looks like that is just about all the time we have. Does anyone have any last thoughts that I'd be able to read quickly before it hit 9 p.m.? Because it's going to hit 9 p.m. in like 15 seconds, I think. Let's see. Rocky Ford said nope. Ryan says that he ships Kim Dale and Ox Ford. And that's the time. Peace, guys. See you later. Chicken guy.